Almost everything in JavaScript inherits from the object constructor function, or the object or prototype to be exact. You can also call it the object class in a broader sense. Certain exceptions would be the object function itself, null, and undefined. They do not inherit from anything else. Now, prototypes are mechanisms by which objects inherit features from one another. Unlike other languages, JavaScript uses something called prototypal inheritance. Although we have classes, we can use the class keyword, but underneath, JavaScript still uses this prototypal inheritance. Now, suppose we have this person class, we have a method called talk, and we create a new instance of this person class. And we try to access this talk method, we see it here, but we also see other properties as well. Now, these are properties that are inherited from the object class. Remember when I said almost everything in JavaScript inherits from the object class. So these are the methods that are declared in that object class. Now let's execute Malgo.talk. We get talking. But when we try to inspect what Milo is, we see that the talk method is not here, not directly inside this Milo object, but it's inside this prototype with square brackets. You can see this talk function here. Now what happens is when you create a new instance of this person class using the new keyword, a new object is returned. This object will now have a reference of all the properties of this person class, but it will be stored inside this prototype with square brackets property. Now let's create a property in the Milo object. This is a function that returns walking. And then let's create another object that will inherit the properties of this Milo object. We can do it using object.create. It takes in an object whose properties we want to inherit. It is Milo in this case. Now let's inspect Milo 2. It belongs to the person class. Okay, we open this, it has nothing inside it, but inside this prototype, we see the walk function that belongs to Milo 1. Again, we open this nested prototype, we get this talk function that belongs to this class. When we try to access Milo2.talk, what happens is JavaScript looks into Milo2, doesn't find it. It's not in here. Opens the prototype here, doesn't find it here. Opens this nested prototype here, finds it, and executes it. This chain of finding the property is known as prototype chaining. Now let's suppose we try to access a property that we haven't defined and we know that it's not available in the object prototype. Let's say something. JavaScript will follow this chain up until it reaches the absolute base object or prototype. And we know that the base object doesn't inherit from anything else. It has null for this prototype. So JavaScript will return undefined in this case. Now there is plenty more to talk about this topic. Comment if you need a full explanation of this and I will make a longer video on YouTube.